If there's any proof that is taken from it, that you don't need to have a high-pitched voice to be gay, right, Gary?
Gary, this is your dead air.
Fuck you. Hello and welcome to Tidbit Cast. My name is Gary and this is
Colm.
And this is
Aaron.
And this is
David.
And if that sounded a little confusing, yes, there are four of us, and yes, Colm is finally fucking back.
The police have not caught him yet.
I'm here for I don't know,
3 more hours.
An hour.
His busy schedule doesn't allow him a lot of time to himself.
No, it doesn't. But I've taken my time and given it to you.
Oh, thank you, you're so generous,
You're
dude.
so very welcome. Hey guys, let's talk.
Yeah, so we're doing what we usually do every week, which the general format is that we were just bringing a topic each, and I think we're probably going to start off with Colin because of the limited time. We never know when he's going to leave.
Go.
I'm like a fusion here. Speaking of fusion,
Oh, Jesus.
that was a terrible segue. I apologise, but I'm going to talk about Dragon Ball, and I want to talk about Broly and the
Yes.
fact that he's canon.
Yes.
So,
Can you explain this to Aaron because he hasn't seen it?
So I will start from episode 1 of Dragon Ball and explain the entirety of Dragon
So
Ball.
Goku has a brother.
Yeah.
We're also including GT. Let's continue.
We are not.
I like GT. I like GT.
I like it, but we're getting off topic here. But I like it, but it's just balls to the walls.
That's what you
Kai
want.
Has.
That is what Dragon Ball Z should be.
I like Oob, Baby, and Super Saiyan 4, and that's it.
You like Baby? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I like Baby.
That's all the series is. It is just Super Saiyan 4, Baby, and Oob.
And Mega Shenron.
I like the Omega Shenron and all the different negative versions of the Dragon Balls.
So back on topic. Explain to Aaron.
So, Dragon Ball has a lot of movies that got released, and none of these movies were canon. Up until Super, Dragon Ball Super was released, the latest series.
That was quite recent though, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there were 2 films released with that called Battle of Gods.
But they weren't canon, were they?
They weren't canon.
Yeah.
And then there was Resurrection F. But then when the series was released and they started showing episodes, then all of a sudden all these characters from the movies started appearing inside.
From all the movies or just the recent
No,
movies?
just from the last 2 movies.
Okay.
But
So-
Super reproduced the films in the TV episodes pretty much.
Yeah, it actually made the films into the episodes. It fleshed them out more.
Ah, okay.
And to put it long story short, they're going to deal with that with one of the original Dragon Ball Z movies, Broly. And they were giving him a new movie. And this new movie is going to be canon because anytime they've released a movie that had in the Dragon Ball Super universe, it's become canon as we put into the episodes.
Yeah.
Now we've already got hints that someone like Broly could exist with Kefla and
Caulifla and Kale.
the cauliflower and Kale. Yeah,
it's very confusing.
No,
Okay,
this-
keep going.
Everyone's named after vegetables in it.
Every Saiyan is named after a vegetable.
So everybody has different names, but this is too big to get into. Continue, Colin.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was films and they had this character named Broly, and they decided to take the character Broly and make him canon.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're changing around a bit.
So they have made other characters. They've only made one other person from the movies canon, which is Vegeta's brother.
Beerus. Beerus is made canon as well.
But they're like TV
That was
episodes.
made into the series.
But that was part of the series, whereas the brother was a film that was more like a side thing, kind of like Broly or Android 13 or stuff like that.
Yeah.
This, like that, his brother is considered canon, and we only know he's canon, but he's not canon in the English dub, he's canon in the Japanese dub of Super.
There's too many real canons.
Because during the episode, when they said that, we have to put our energies together and make the Super Saiyan God.
Just use.
Yeah, it's just like, how about your brother? Like, Bulma asked Vegeta, what about him? And then he just says, oh no, he's probably, back on his home planet.
Oh no, he's not canon.
But in the series, they never mention that at all in the English dub. In the Japanese dub, they say that. In the English dub, they don't.
Yeah.
But he is canon that Vegeta does have a brother out there.
But that wasn't a film, was it? That was an OVA.
That was film.
I thought it was an OVA.
Yeah, it was an OVA.
Yeah, so that is canon. Yeah.
Oh, no,
OVAs
it's...
will be canon. No?
Yeah, well, Bardock is canon.
Yeah.
Because he has to be, because...
But he was canon in the show.
Goku needs a dad.
Well, he was shown in the show, but first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was shown in flashbacks of the show.
Yeah.
And they used those flashbacks
In his film.
to flesh out his film. So He's canon, which I think is pretty cool. I always like Bardock. He's my favorite character for no apparent reason, just because he was Goku with a scar.
Yeah, he's a cool Goku.
He's Goku that takes no shit. I know. I'm sorry, Aaron. That none of this makes sense.
No, I'm actually fucking listening to this now. Like, I'm confused, but no, I'm just confused, right? But
Because you obviously know who Goku is.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Imagine Goku, but like Goku just doesn't take any shit. He's not a really happy-go-lucky guy. He just likes to beat the shit out of people. Dave's gesturing stuff now.
Aaron was peeking for a little bit.
Was he?
Yeah.
That's alright.
I don't know why.
Did Aaron just talk?
That's just because he leaned forward. It's fine.
I'm. Is there anything?
No, he's alright.
No, it's not
Continue.
You've ruined my rant.
I've ruined it all. Go back. How will I ever understand Dragon Ball?
Hitting yellow and hitting red.
Oh, yeah, cool. Go ahead.
How will you ever understand Dragon Ball? Watch it.
Jeez, actually, how? If I was.
Watch Dragon Ball. Okay, I don't like saying this.
Right, go on.
And there's a reason I don't like saying it, and I'll explain in a while. I don't like saying it, but watch Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Yeah.
I don't like saying Z Kai because it sounds like Z Kyle.
That's the only reason.
I don't want to say it.
But you're gonna.
But I did.
And I did.
So yeah, watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. It's basically HD Dragon Ball Z.
And it cuts out all the filler. And it's made it a bit more child friendly, but...
Yeah, but it also has Sean Schmel. I don't know.
Sean Schemmel.
Yeah, I just call him Sean Schmel.
But what are you in German versions of Dragon Ball?
I don't know. I'm emigrating. That's where
It does get rid of a lot of the like personality stuff. Like you get sort of like when Goku's running in the demon realm and running on the dragon path.
I love that bit.
Like, wait, yeah, they get rid of a lot of those like episodes of him like finding like demons and stuff. And you know the two guys who are like working out, the two demons.
Yeah.
He gets rid of that, and also gets rid of like during the Namek phase.
It gets rid of Piccolo driving. Piccolo.
That's my favourite episode, the driving episode.
Also the ones where, do you know...
Wait, there's one episode where Goku and Piccolo have to go take their driving test because Goku's wife is angry at him for doing nothing. It's one of the best episodes ever. Yeah.
Right, so these are some of the most powerful people in the universe, but there are episodes that are like half of Dragon Ball is, apart from just really like hype action to like the extreme, they're like really good character written moments, and they're genuinely just funny.
Yamcha.
They have so much Yamcha. There's so much personality in them. Like one of the episodes is just about when they're on the way to Namek during that entire arc, the Frieza saga. That before they get to there, they go to a fake planet where it just says
Fake Namek.
Yeah, it's called Fake Namek, and so they go there, and these people try to convince them that this is Namek, and they have like disguises on and shit.
We're Namekians.
I don't remember this episode.
No, exactly. Yeah,
There's only 2 of us left. Yeah, you can go find the Dragon Balls. Yeah.
So this entire episode is them like fucking with them, as in pretending this is actually Namek, and then they kind of just leave. Because no, that's an episode of just this comedy bit.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the episode. They just do comedy bits. It's not just an action series, which is what is popular of it. But you really like the characters because of the personality bits.
Also, during the driving episode, they start drag racing in it.
Yeah. And also during the driving episode, they realize they can fly.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I doing this? I can fly.
I love Dragon Ball.
They fly away and they leave the instructor.
I love the logic in Dragon Ball.
And he sees them fly away. He's like, well, they can fly. Because, again, humans don't see people flying all the time.
Yeah.
It's still a thing that, imagine if you saw somebody now flying. That is what everybody is like in the Dragon Ball universe. So every so often you have people like Vegeta or Piccolo who just kind of, oh yeah, and they just fly away. And like, what? Every so often villains come down and you'll find, for example, like Farmer Brown, who will like try and shoot them.
Oh, damn, get off my damn cabbage.
Or like the androids and stuff like that. Right. Like one time they have like the Blitz, the Battle Ball team, which is that the androids screw up this.
They're bus.
There's a bus of these people who do Battle Ball, I think it's
They're
called.
not just football players.
No, this is a sport.
Blatantly Dragon Ball sport.
Yeah, this is Battle Ball that's in the Dragon Ball universe. And so what happens is they stop the bus. I think they're in the middle of the road, basically.
Oh, no,
the bus stops,
yeah.
all these giant, like, bodybuilder-looking dudes who are just like a giant rugby players come out and say, what are you doing? And then eventually just fuck up the entire, like, volleyball team. Yeah.
For no reason.
Well, they have a power level of like 10, so.
Yeah.
Wait, so, okay, you told me to not. You told me where to start, which is like a condensed version
Well,
of it.
I think start at Dragon Ball was what I'm saying.
I never watched Dragon Ball.
Have you not?
Dragon Ball Z Kai
Dragon
will
Ball's
get you
amazing.
hyped for it. If you enjoy the characters and want to find out where they came from, watch Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But you'll find it all out thanks to Dragon Ball Z anyway. As in, they go, oh, it's Piccolo. Remember when you fought him at the World Tournament?
Oh yeah. So back on topic. What were you saying, Colm?
About Broly
Yeah.
being canon. I'm very excited about this. Now,
too.
it's kind of, when I heard it, I was like, oh, is this going to be like Dragon Ball Heroes, where they're basically just doing fan fiction
Yeah.
and they're adding stuff in, but he's going to be canon.
Well, why
and
is it such a big
and if it's such a big deal because this is a retroactive canon.
Yeah.
Insofar as his movie was released, like, God, 20 years
20
ago.
years ago.
Oh, okay, alright.
So, like, now the new stuff where the Beerus's film was released while Super was going on, or while Super was beginning, so that was fine, you know, it was easy to talk
That was 2015, so think that it's been... That series originally came out in about 92. So, just imagine this. It's been 20 years since those films have come out, so it's been 20 years that nothing in the films has been canon.
Yeah.
That's why this is a
Oh,
big deal.
shit,
That
alright.
everybody, a lot of people like this character, especially Broly, who's had like fucking 2 or 3 films.
He's had the most films out of any villain in Dragon Ball.
Really? Cool.
So it
Cool
means
that
that-
too, wasn't he?
So it means that you have all these villains like Frieza's brother. So like, all these characters who are not technically canon, but have their own stories that fans have been waiting like 20 years. That these are just like basically fan fiction. They're not canon. It's like, are they going to become canon now? Are we going to have?
They're opening doors here, like that. They're opening doors that can allow other characters to be made canon. Like now, Cooler could be made canon. That's the main bad guy is Frieza, basically.
Do you know Frieza?
Yes.
Frieza,
Yeah.
big, pink and white guy.
Purple, but yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. But
as well, yeah.
you know, some of us are colorblind, so
Yeah.
don't pick on
Person
us.
who basically turns into the alien from Alien.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
Frieza has, like,
or if you
forms.
want to be like correct about it, the xenomorph.
Xenomorph stage 3.
Xenomorph.
Xenomorph?
The stage 3 of the Xenomorph cycle. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, a character didn't exist, and now it does exist. It's pretty cool.
Well, but it hasn't been released, and it's going to be released, as far as I know, in January 2019.
Yeah.
Is it? That's
They're doing,
soon.
that's the English dub.
Wait, oh.
That is way soon.
Yeah.
So when's the Japanese one coming out?
Fairly close before that.
Okay.
Because they've got like, when it comes to Broly, I think they're like, this guy's marketable. So
Yeah.
they're like, okay, we're making this movie of Broly. And we'll do the English and the Japanese at the same time.
Also because they released, I think it was a month and a half ago, they released the Dragon Ball Fighters, Broly and Bardock.
Pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they're now added into the game as fighters, and they're, both part of the films, but
Yeah. Well, they're the only people in the Broly is the only character in that game that isn't canon.
Really, yeah?
As far as I know at the moment, like.
Yeah.
So that means he's gonna be canon.
They were kind of alluding to it by the
Yeah, obviously, there's also a character called Android 21 who was made for the game, and I loathe. On
haven't seen
a
it.
brief note, if you ever play the game Dragon Ball Fighter Z, you will loathe her English voice actor.
Yeah.
ooh.
It is horrible to listen to. It is like nails on a chalkboard.
It is
bad.
disgusting.
It is palpably bad.
Unlimited power.
It's a really high-pitched, moany American woman.
The worst kind.
The worst kind of American woman.
I haven't played that game, but I have heard that it would be interesting if she finally had like her own thing.
Sorry, go on.
I thought he was good. Aaron has this signature laugh, which is
Did
fantastic.
you hear? I was laughing on the podcast.
So-
no?
I've heard his laugh in real life, so...
no.
this one-
No.
this one-
It lasted
I keep
like
it
6
suppressed.
minutes.
I'm going to play you the cold open, but of like last week where I had it. But
No.
I have heard that Android 21, people have been saying it might be interesting just because apparently she has 2 sides. She's a good side and a bad side.
Yeah, much like Boo.
Which
Yeah.
one is more annoying?
they're both annoying because they have the same voice, but the bad one, because the bad one is like, oh, you all look so yummy. Oh, I'm gonna eat you all.
That sounds like Boo. That is Boo.
That sounds like Boo.
She had, but it's her voice that's annoying.
Yeah.
It's how it's delivered, and like she's basically a Modgen, as in.
Okay, so she
Yes.
She has she's an android with Modgen DNA.
So it's kind of like Cell.
Yeah,
But she's organic.
but she was just made.
Like Android 17 and 18.
I understand.
Ah. Yeah, there are androids and then there are organic androids, and then there's stuff like Cell, which are organic beings that are taken from DNA from other beings.
organically produced
cells together.
but not person.
There's a lot of fusing and things being spliced together.
And muscles and big hair and stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's what Dave
Pretty
is.
much. It's what I am.
Yeah, then he cut it.
Ah well. Muscles?
He doesn't know.
Cut his muscles.
He cut his muscles. He went into his character creator and he decided to go for the small arms.
No.
arms.
Massive.
My arms are too
Massive.
Can't be contained. Do you want the couch to yourself? Like, I'll get up and move.
I don't mind.
He put that
See
barrel.
how I'm squishing you here,
He clicked and dragged that barrel all the way to 100 on his arms.
dude.
On his
God.
biceps.
Yeah. Anyway, there we go. I think we've come to a natural conclusion
I
there.
do believe so. Nothing forced.
Yeah,
So-
we just want to talk about that. Also, are there, because David knows, we had this conversation yesterday, we should probably just have it again about other characters you would like to see that would become canon.
Yeah, which movie character? Because I said BoJack.
Yeah.
Well,
I was joking.
I like to see BoJack.
Colm said BoJack because he wants him to have Macho Man's.
Macho Man Randy Savage's voice. I
Yes.
got you for 3 minutes of playtime.
BoJack is this pirate bastard with a
pirate
bandana and
with blue skin.
an eye patch, and he wants him to become Macho Man.
Yeah. You're going nowhere. That's what I want.
I don't know who it was. Like Broly, obviously, and we got that. So
I say cooler.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want cooler.
yeah, I think Cooler. I feel like Cooler will come.
Oh, Gary didn't actually plug the laptop in.
Yeah, I didn't
Whoa,
put the laptop
Gary.
in, that's why we don't have it. Wait,
Ooh.
there we go.
Oh, we have power again.
If I had to choose, there are two that I wanted, which I always said to Colm yesterday. One of them is Tapion.
Tapion got his sword.
Tapion is the dude with the sword, and that's how Trunks got his
Yeah.
sword. He gave
So would
Trunks.
you like a story? Wait, is a story in the film?
Oh yeah, he has an
Okay.
entire film where.
Hildegard.
So
Oh, the
Tapion.
big thing, the big bug yolk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, Hirudegarn is trapped inside Tapion's body, and they use this.
Every time he goes to sleep, isn't it?
Yeah, every time he goes to sleep, he transforms into this giant beast. And he also has a little ocarina, a little flute that he plays as well. He's the closest thing you can actually get to Link. Like,
Yeah.
he's basically Link. And just, yeah, I think he's really cool. He's just a cool swordsman with a flute. And he has an interesting story of that. Whenever he goes to sleep, he becomes a giant, like a monster that's terrorizing people, and they don't know it's him. And then he shows up, and the monster has disappeared.
Sounds more like Goku to me.
I remember seeing this film, but I don't remember anything
Yeah,
from
it's
it.
kind of like how they turned into apes.
It's
Yeah.
where Goku originated his Super Saiyan 3 Super Dragon Fist.
Oh, is it?
Actually, you see a dragon.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
And it's where I
because-
got my favorite line from all of Dragon Ball Z.
Which is?
If I don't, who will? You know? And imagine Goku screaming that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine a lot of characters screw that.
Yeah.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Anyone from Star Wars.
It sounds pretty cool though. It's one of those motivational lines.
Yeah.
I've seen Star Wars. Fuck you.
That's it. Anyone from Star Wars said that.
I'm sure they all do actually.
And the other character is Pecan.
Python!
Yeah.
I
Wait,
know
is he not? Wait.
Pecan?
He's in the episodes.
That's how Goku says it. Python!
He's in the episodes though.
No, filler episodes. It's not
Still
considered.
canon, isn't it?
No,
No.
it's not.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah,
is not
I would
considered
love to see
canon
him.
because the reason why is that is a filler episode, not in the manga.
Yeah.
And the manga is what is considered canon for a lot of these.
I know who I want.
So
The driving instructor from the driving episode. I want him to be canon. Just
He looks exactly like the commentator
Yeah.
from the Cell games.
I want him canon just so that episode is canon and they have that driving test.
And they have their license.
Yes. That's the only reason I want that.
I still love that gif I sent on the group chat of Piccolo getting slapped by the belt.
Yeah.
I really like the Frieza one. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's kind of the end of the topic.
Yeah, alright, Gary, you want to close it?
We've naturally come to a stop. Thank you for listening. Feel free to send in any comments, suggestions to talktotidbit@gmail.com. I think we're just going to end it there. Goodbye.
I've been David.
And I was Gary.
And this
I'm
was...
still Colm.
I think I'm Aaron.
We hope he's Aaron.
I hope so, anyway. Well, do we though?
See you guys.
Bye-bye.